Hello, hello, beautiful people, and welcome back to another episode in Spakovo, Poland. We are still in the second half of October, and I did decide I was gonna do something else as the first task for today, and that is I'm gonna take my fertilizer spreader. I'm gonna spread some fertilizer on the newly sown wheat field, and then we're gonna compact it in so it stays in for the rest of the year. Do we have fertilizer? Yeah, we have plenty of fertilizer. Beautiful. Beautiful. And for a change, I do think I'm gonna use this tractor to actually make it happen, because I haven't used this beauty in too long of a time. Okay, get this fertilizer off. And we can connect to the spreader. Yeah, so I really hope you've all been doing well. I hope life is treating you nice. This is gonna be dropped over here, the weight that is. Awesome. Yeah, the Zetor. Right, while we're at it, let me have a quick little look at how much soybeans are going for at the moment. Yeah, this is kind of sort of tight, but I think we'll manage just fine. Yeah, I was scraping the ceiling. I in fact did not manage it just fine. Oh shoot. Okay, let's fill this up, and in the meantime I'm gonna check the prices. You know what, let's keep the tractor running so it warms up. I'm looking at the prices for soybeans, and look at that, the highest price in June seems to be around 2.2 thousand, and at the moment it's the highest price we can get is 1,128, which is basically half of what we can get if we wait until June. So, you know what? I'm not leaving 1,000 euros lying on the floor. I'm gonna keep the soybeans, and we're gonna sell them, well, hopefully in June. I do think we have at least a crate, if not more, empty and ready for it to be filled. I completely forgot how good this tractor goes, how smooth the drive is, and how quiet it is. Yeah, the Zetor. Alright, so let's see. Okay, it's working. Let's go. Well, I don't know if this is gonna do any good, but it's on the ground and it's done. Ah, okay, so now I can dedicate my time to rolling that wheat field. Alright. And just now remember that I still haven't put any manure into the greenhouse. I gotta go about this in a different manner. Shoot. I hope I did get stuck in the barn. Thank God we have power steering. Otherwise this would be a tremendous job. Okay, can I get out this way now? I've done a full 180. Well, at least I'm trying to do full 180. Will I succeed? Ah, shoot. Well, would you look at that? I came out on top. Okay, let's take the pallet fork off and let's go get the manure fork. Shenanigans. The floor of the barn is probably black from tires turning in one place. Okay, awesome, awesome. So what? 3 buckets, 3 scoops, and it should fill up the trough. Looks like quite a crowd of cows in there, doesn't it? Yeah, as long as they all fit together nicely. As long as there's no fights in between them, they should be good. Alright, so I'm gonna try to grab another, well, let's say 3/4 of a bucket. Might not even be enough on the floor to fill up the bucket. Let's pick the rest up. Okay, so we, completely emptied out the manure place. Okay. Alrighty then. So thinking ahead, I'm probably gonna do deep cultivation again, which means there are gonna be stones to pick from the fields, which also means that I can leave the bucket on the tractor in the meantime. There's no use of taking it off if we're gonna be putting it back on again so soon. Okay, well, this is gonna be another time lapse, and we'll continue probably in the next day, I think. What vibrant colors, aren't they? Just look at the colors, buddy. Amazing. Right, so it's November. We already have our chimneys going. The heating. It's still fairly warm, but the house does get cold during the night, so yeah. Any case, I have checked, and the only field that needs roughing up is basically this one that we have over here. So we're gonna subsoil that field, or we could say plow it, but it's more of a subsoiler. And then we're gonna pick up the rocks, which that will inevitably appear on the ground. And I don't know, I might even take care of the machines, so do all the surveys, clean them up, get ready for winter, because yeah, things are beginning to cool down, to wind down, and everything seems to be falling asleep. Now I do have some news for you. That is, we have 2 new goats. Look at that. So this is one of our newborns. There has to be another one somewhere. It's a sheep. That's adult goats. You're a sheep. You could be the new goat. Yeah, look at that. So we have 2 new goats, and it's time to give them some names. Okay, let's find them. And yeah, there is Jacob. He is ready for selling, but I think I'll wait for a little bit still. But yeah, these are our 2 new goats. So let's change their names to Dot and Sparky. Welcome to the world, Dot and Sparky. Ah, shoot. Yeah. Yeah, this is always such a melancholic time of the year, at least for me, when things start to die down and slow down, and everything is just coming to its and going into rest. So yeah, it's quite an interesting time of the year. Alright, so the plow should be set up as it was. And Mama Pig is also pregnant. We did have the veterinarian come here early in the morning, and yeah, they confirmed she's pregnant and she's expecting 13 babies. So she had 12 previously and now she's expecting 13, which is it's a lot. I'm grateful that we got that trailer bought when we did. Alright, so this is the field that needs plowing, where we had potatoes. It's working, and of course, yeah, it's putting up rocks. There seems to be an infinite amount of rocks underneath the ground in here. Feels like quite a strain for the Lambo. Okay, well, time lapse. Alrighty, so I did notice halfway through plowing the field that I did not have the plow set to the lower settings. So I have to check if we actually need to redo, or if I have to redo the first part. It would only be 3 passes, I think. So let's quickly check the soil. Alright, this one looks mighty fine, and this one also looks fine. Okay, we don't have to replow it. Good. I was afraid we were gonna have to do that. Okay, next on the agenda, put the plow where you found it. And then we're gonna do the service on the tractor, I think. Don't have to have the high beams on, right? Hey, look at that! The manure is starting to pile up a bit quicker now. Good, that was the plan with more cows. And I think the pigs should be ready for a new home in about a month. It's gonna be an interesting episode, I think. Because I have no idea how much we can expect to get paid for them. There is 12 of them though, so yeah, could be quite a decent amount. Alright, let me first refuel it. Where's the tank? That's on this side. And let's fill her up with diesel. I have no idea what kind of a fuel tank this has, so I'm gonna have to be patient with it. Alright, refueling done. So we have 660 liters left in the fuel tank. We are getting through the fuel quite rapidly, I think. We already used 340 liters and we only just got the fuel tank. But yeah, this is the purpose why we have it, and I'm really happy that we do have it. Right, now for the most fun part we can have, washing down the tractor. Ah yes, so fresh, so clean. I don't clean my vehicles very often, but it's a good thing that we do clean it when we have the chance. Okay, let's service this beauty. 1,813 euros for all the parts, but tractor should feel like new. I don't know about you, but if you own a car, tell me if this is the same for you, but if you own a car and you have a service done, so oil change, filter change, just the basics, doesn't it run smoother and nicer for the first, let's say, 1,000 kilometers? Or let's say first 500 miles. Because I don't know if that's just my perception, but I always kind of feel like that we have the the engine is running so much smoother. It's really interesting. And a similar phenomenon is I've noticed is that if you clean your vehicle, your car, it runs smoother. Now, I can't explain that physics-wise, but I swear it's true. Let me know if you notice anything similar. Okay. Sure, this is gonna be fun to watch from the outside. Alright, well, I think the stones have been taken care of. I did forget where we are dumping them, so I'm just gonna follow my instincts and say that it's here. Our yearly dumping ground of the stones. Yeah, there's not much of them. Okay, now I think this tractor deserves the same treatment as the Lambo did, so let's take care of that now. The only thing is we probably have the fuel tank on the other side also. Okay. Yep. Let's empty the fuel tanker even more. We're very soon gonna have to order another one. So let's fuel her up. Alrighty, fueling up and done, and we only have 469 liters left in here. Oh well, the fuel is going down rapidly. Well, we are also slowly running out of the vehicles to refuel, so we're gonna survive, but yeah, considering we actually used more than half of what we have, and all we did was refuel 3 vehicles. The Combine, the Lambo, and the Zetor. Alright, service number 2. Alrighty, well, this wasn't too painful, only 330 for the Zetor repair. Yeah, I guess we didn't use it as much as we have previous years. It's completely fine. But yeah, I swear it runs smoother now. Ah, shoot. Alrighty, let's bring you back inside, and I'll very soon have to configure you for winter work, which means that you're gonna have to be mounted. Well, the snowblower is gonna have to be mounted on you, dear Zetor. Okay, where are we now? Okay, yeah. Another thing that I wanted to check is how our cows are doing, because we added 2 more. Yeah, we have 360 liters of manure, we have 680 liters of slurry, and the food is 3,541. Okay, so it is going down fairly quickly, but I think it's gonna be sustainable. Yeah, I completely agree with you, whoever you are. Alright, so yeah, this is gonna be it for this episode. We're gonna see you in the second half of November, when we will start. We have to take care of the vineyard. That's our main concern, and also possibly, maybe if the pigs are all grown up, we're gonna have to sell them. If not, we're gonna have to do that in December. Hopefully there's not gonna be too much snow lying around. Yeah, growing up in nature, are you? Thank you all for watching. Hope you had fun, and take care. Goodbye.